Even orcs get big shooter guns and stuff. Bad moon orcs.
All right, so you failed all your check.
Yeah,
Or you failed the shove check.
One thing, Andy had a question, and I don't know how to answer it.
What is aim? It's under ranged combat in the action section. It was just there. Just didn't look at aim. This is aliens. Marines don't aim. We fire from the hip.
Good thing I'm not a Marine.
Yeah, that's why they all died.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Except Aliens 3 was supposed to have Hicks.
Yes. There's an audio book on Audible. It's got like most of the actual actors that were supposed to be in 3. And it's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I might check that out.
Bishop's the narrator for like half of it.
Oh, cool.
So
That's really cool.
it's only like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours long. It's like movie length.
Yeah.
Not that
For Alien 3?
It's what the movie was supposed to be, not the
thing that
self-righteous tripe we ended up with.
Shawshank in space.
Shawshank Extinction.
I thought it
Aiming
was...
gives you a +2.
Oh, okay.
Just a straight +2.
As a fast action, that's not bad.
Yeah, if you're just going to aim and shoot, that's pretty great.
And that's freaking hilarious because you push him to short range, which basically means he's out here in the hallway.
Oh, no, the push failed.
But I failed. I didn't roll a single success.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you
she
got
did.
one.
No.
Sorry. All right, so that's all right. And you actually moved up to him to take his gun.
Give me your gun.
Okay.
They're both disarmed now.
They're disarmed. Yes, I can throw it out again.
And we're 5?
Yeah.
6?
Hey.
Hey.
How far can I move for doing that whole run thing?
If you run...
Because I'd like to...
It's a little bit more abstract. I was just looking at the movement stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
So, for a run, you can get to either set of those containers.
cool, because I'd like to get around somewhere where I can put eyes on that guy and then put bullets on that guy.
Like here?
Yeah. Because you do, I don't know if you can see it from there. There's a couple of dice. These are people that are armed.
Yeah.
So if you're around the back side here, you're going to be exposed to them.
That
If they
side
come
works
around,
for
You
me.
hit here, you've got a shot at him. And he hasn't come all the way around yet, so he thought he was safe where he was.
You thought wrong.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I'm going to go for it.
Okay. Big shot.
All right, so I've got...
Wait, is she still using my gun?
Yeah.
I sure am. I'll throw it to you as soon as I get close enough to
You
not
throw
just
that
leave it in the
gun,
middle of the
You
warehouse.
better be faster than you look. You throw that marksman's rifle across this dirty warehouse.
All right, so I've got... am I looking at any range penalties from there?
No range penalty, +2 to hit. He does not have any cover from you because he was not taking cover from that angle.
It's about to go down.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got nothing else. I'm going to give you a 4-point penalty because he's curled up in a small ball.
Okay.
Did that scare you, Amanda?
Can I borrow 2 of your Custodes dice?
You haven't even seen a Xeno yet.
Because it's go time.
Wow, that's a lot of dice.
Yeah, those custode dice are getting hitting 6s, man. So I can
And remember to add your stress level if you have it.
I do have 1 stress.
So add a yellow die.
So it's got to always be
Stress
a skill
die.
check.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Good God Almighty.
Wasn't expecting that.
Okay, well, good. You don't empty
1?
your magazine for no reason.
Which
Which would be funny with a semi-automatic weapon.
Man.
Will you hit?
Is
fun,
it
isn't
worth
it?
another stress?
I mean, the guy's crawling
Stress
on his...
point.
yeah,
Stress
but-
point.
There's a trail of blood behind him.
He's on his way down to hell. He just hasn't figured it out yet. I'll just do the 2 damage.
Okay. That's probably not good though. Yeah. Okay. So you run. You're watching. You get the angle on him. You see where he is, and basically you just shoulder right into the container to stop yourself from running and stabilize. And he is focused more on what's going here to see what's safe, and he scoots and turns around, and you catch him with another abdomen shot, and just eviscerate his abdomen. It shuts him off like a switch. It's not even slow like it should be.
These are-
It's just massive trauma and blood loss, and he's done.
80s and early 90s though, so when you shoot him, he jellyfishes a little. Squibs.
Very glad I did not spend the stress to do more damage.
The old cyberpunk had a Hollywood effects table. Windmills and falls to the ground.
Nice.
Yeah.
Listen, Wilhelm scream.
Okay, so 7. No, I think I have 7. No, somebody's 7.
I thought you were 7.
I'm
Because I
You're
was
7.
the bad guy's initiative was 6.
You're 7.
Oh,
Then you made the rest of the bad
guys.
guys 7.
I'm 7.
No.
Yeah, that's 7 up on the corner.
She is going to keep running when she starts screaming. Runs over here.
Boss.
Because these guys are done like that.
The old sniper trick.
They're just smugglers and thugs. This
Thugs
guy
and
is going to
thugs.
be smarter and hide. This guy's going to stand right here
Brutus
and
for the
take a
love of
shot
Christ, cover me.
at.
That Brutus?
Well,
Damn it.
I'm going to give him even, you odd, because you're in the doorway. Right?
I am in the doorway, but either way, I took the Overwatch action, so I can interrupt somebody's action to shoot,
Okay.
and I'm going to shoot
You're
him.
going to do it regardless of who he shoots at?
Yes.
Okay. Take your interrupt.
Send that around.
Because he is steadying a handgun to shoot at either you or Brutus.
All right.
You were waiting.
I was. Got to cover down. I got 1 success and a face hugger.
Oh,
Oh, baby!
so
We have a
Shoot Brutus in the back of the head.
no,
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 if I'm not mistaken, he rolls a d6 and adds that to his stress.
no.
You are mistaken.
You're just making things up that sound cool.
No,
If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah, the panic roll you'll need to
Correct
do.
me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, face hugger. If face hugger comes up with a roll, comes up the roll cannot be pushed. Make an immediate panic roll if this comes up with a shooting attack. You empty your mag and need to reload.
Which is very
Oh.
different than what you said.
Yes.
I would like to point that out.
I was thinking. Well, no, panic roll. 1d6
lot
plus
of
stress.
bullets.
He does need to make.
Well, a panic roll is a 1d6 plus your stress is added onto your stress roll.
It's not added onto your stress roll. It's added onto a chart.
Oh, that affects. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm looking. That's got to be on here. Yeah. So roll a d6.
Okay.
A regular d6 and add your stress level.
3, add it to my stress.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay.
So 4. No, don't. It's not stress points. Just I need the total.
Oh, 4 total then.
Okay. So
Okay.
1 to 6, keeping it together. You manage to keep your nerves in check barely. But you do, for whatever reason, you were ready and he was squirrely and you just got jumpy. You do hit him, but it takes your magazine to do it.
All right, so then he takes 2 damage, and I dump a mag.
Yeah, which is silly, but you do hit him, and yeah, it's meaty. It's not. You don't find his armor if he has it.
Okay.
You're not sure it's there.
Uh-oh.
Is he still up?
and- Well, let's see. 45.
I mean, I just put 95 rounds downrange.
Bleeding gut.
That's how many shots?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have full auto?
He said I emptied the mag.
That's how it works.
No, I know. I just
yeah.
I mean, more of a flavor
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
That's the pulse rifle thing, and it probably wasn't him just laying on it. It was probably the guy was just moving, and he just had to. God damn it! Because he didn't want to get shot or have
Yeah.
Brutus get shot. So
Hicks
It
never
just-
described it as select fire. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, apparently.
in the rules, it's burst or full auto as well.
Yeah, 4-round burst or full
Because
auto according to the specs.
The DMR doesn't have full auto.
Mm.
It's just single. All right, so yeah, it takes your mag, and you hear, you know he's covering you, but you hear Cutter behind you just lay into some guy back over here, and you saw him coming around, getting ready to take shots at you guys when you were looking somewhere else, and Cutter shoots the shit out of the corner of that container, and the guy's on the ground, and he is bleeding out. You can tell. He's not dead, but he is bleeding out.
You're welcome. Now move your ass.
Yeah, so I just turn and Look at that, look at me, look at that, look at me.
Well,
It's not your turn.
Amanda goes first, though.
Yeah.
Yes, she does. Fuck, come on.
So
I gotta
just to
remember
make
to
sure
take out
those
the
two
cards.
by us, you disarmed them, right, Angel?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you disarmed one, I disarmed the other.
So I'm gonna pick up my knife.
Well, you need to go get it from the guy you stuck it in.
Yep.
It's in his hand.
So you're gonna run over to the guy with the bolt gun,
I'll stab him.
give him a tricorder reading.
It's a motion tracker. We don't have one of those.
It's available equipment.
I'm
It's on
stab him.
ship.
Oh, I need a knife. So it's close range now.
You're actually in engaged range. How does it feel to be engaged?
Wait, which one's engaged?
Melee range is engaged.
Oh, okay, close range, yeah.
And what do you do?
Stab him.
Your knife is in his hand.
Oh, then I.
So you can melee attack him, or take an action to grab your knife and pull it out of him. But you can't do both.
I can't do both. That's right.
Not before he gets to react.
You could technically do both. If you go for a close combat attack and get an extra success, you can disarm him or
Yeah,
take something from
object,
him.
which I
So
would
you
not-
could punch him and pull the blade out,
Can I
which
do
is
that?
pretty cool.
Yeah.
You just need to scream, hi-ya!
As long as you get 2 successes. then yeah.
So
you
two
can-
successes on the first one, right?
The close combat roll, yeah. And you don't have
So
any stress,
3 plus
yet, right? You don't have any stress yet?
No.
No.
No stress.
So make a close
Go,
combat roll.
baby. I got this.
First success hits him.
No.
Okay. So you run over and he sees you coming and he backs up and ducks.
Damn it.
Okay, Mike.
No. Keeping the stress low on her.
Drop both guns now that they're slung and jump a full sprint to them.
Okay.
Run is as fast. Yeah, I'm doing what I'm commanded.
So you're gonna run twice?
If I have to, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you won't. If you're going over here, you won't get there with 1 action, but I will let you get there with 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's the auto?
That or I'm gonna run and no, bad Mike.
You didn't make your roll to do anything other than what you were told.
Uh-huh. That's why I was like, yeah.
All right.
Well, I was still gonna go deliver. I was just nope. Yep. Go give back.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, now I like the system. I'm usually against taking autonomy from players, but every now and then it'd be really nice if Mike did what we wanted him to do.
If it weren't as in theme as this, because if he weren't a Marine, you can't pull that crap with Andy's character.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
All right.
Just a big middle finger from the marshal.
It's all right. My next give orders is, hey, tell me that secret that Joe told you before the game started.
we'll get to that.
You're in the rank system.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what the response is?
No files from that time.
It just
Did not have
there's a
clearance.
secret.
You do not have clearance.
Yeah, right.
It'll be the same
I'll
guy.
keep it vague. All right. Tell me any secrets you might have. I'm going to move out of the doorway. Out of the doorway.
And you do see Brutus do exactly what you told him to do. Good boy.
Yeah, good boy.
Attaboy.
Let's do...
Go ahead and take that D6 out of it.
Okay. I'm just going to move all the way up here and cover down.
Okay.
Right
Go
there.
ahead and get rid of that one.
Gotcha.
That was literally bleeding gut, 1 point of damage at every roll for mobility.
That feels like 2 actions to move, right? Because I had to go through the doorway to here.
Yeah, because you were in the doorway.
Yeah. No, I agree. Okay. That's it for me then.
All right, so
Is the system really that specific that if there's an open door, it requires an action?
It's
to move
it's a
through it?
full-on action over here.
fast action to move through a door or hatchway,
Really?
and the
Yeah,
movement
door slash
rules.
hatch.
The movement rules are
Fast
pretty vague.
Yeah.
So move
it's-
to short range.
Well,
It
yeah.
takes
So
a lot of
movement
brain
is.
muscle
It
to
looks like it's
open
based on zones.
Yeah.
So instead of like having a full-on overlay like that, you would just kind of write out what zones people were in.
think it goes that way.
And a room this big, I should probably
So
maybe
2.
divide into 3 zones. But
Who's 3? He's 4.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You just figure out what you think is right, and then
Okay.
put like markers at the edge of the table so we know what zone is what.
and the way it's designed is basically, are you in command, or are you in the infirmary, and you can move from one to the other. inside a normal-sized room, you can get anywhere you need for an action. It's just this happens to be a big-ass room.
Yeah, cool.
And it should be bigger than this. I just didn't have enough room. So
Okay, so one's done.
one is done. And
2 is done. 3.
Two is done, so now we're on 3. Because I have 1.
You have
Because
3.
I was dumb and didn't take them. I have 3, and 3 was... 3's the dead guy.
Yeah.
How three was the girl running away?
She's with everybody else's initiative.
Ah.
I drew another initiative because it became important for him since we switched.
Gotcha.
Okay, Marshall.
Good job.
Gotta make things
Throwing a wrench at
difficult.
the DM.
No, it's alright. I got to learn this stuff too. And I actually think that's a cool mechanic.
It's
I'll
interesting.
just move towards what's his face and retrieve a weapon from the bag.
Okay. Yeah, you can
Ooh,
get
there's a
to
pulse
here,
rifle on the
basically
ground
to
there.
his side.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's still open, by the way.
there's a moment of delay as you kind of get the bag open a little more because he did have it open.
Mhm.
Unzip it, and you're looking for your shotgun, and there are just 3 pulse rifles in there.
Gun's a gun, gun's a gun. Yep.
Gun, gun,
So
gun, gun.
for your other action, you retrieve the pulse rifle.
Yeah.
So you have a pulse rifle.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're at 4, right? So 5.
Five.
I don't have 5. Who's
No, it's me.
Okay.
You are close, but yeah, I'm just gonna snap into an aiming position and aim and fire into the one in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
Do you need some D6?
short range. You're
Just add
not
5 to the pool.
engaged, so
That's a good idea.
Because we're all hitting that point
took
where we're
the
starting to
weapon
like
from
add
him.
more dice.
and pushed him
Yeah, I'm about
back.
to do
Well,
a-
engaged is just like
Engage
basically
on
in melee range,
Yonder
right?
D6.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna
engaged range is -3, I think, for shooting.
Hmm.
So we're not going to penalize you with that because you did take it and you tried to shove him away. So
yeah,
I'm not going to, with a handgun, it's not hard to. So we're not going to give you that penalty.
Okay.
You've got
Yes,
2
that-
for the aiming. I think the weapon is +2. And there's no penalties, so it's all your damn dice +4. So
All
that's
your
bunches
damn
of
dice.
So
plus
yeah,
Hell.
add them in and
Requires
just
a range
ignore the
weapon.
face
Just
hugger
work.
because they're not stress dice. That's fine.
You don't have to
Because
worry
you
about
can't use
stress.
those. Yeah, I shouldn't let you roll those. You can't use those. Dirty synthetic.
But that's
How about one good roll? That
Oh
was awesome.
snap!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Holy shit! And at least 2 face huggers though.
I like how I put
Oh,
dice
they
in
don't-
those.
just 2.
They don't count.
Yeah, because these
Well-
would be 1s on the die, not 6.
Oh yeah.
Nonsense.
I like how I put dice in there for this reason, and she was like, "No."
Fuck your dice.
All right, fair enough.
So
Yeah.
2 successes. Yeah.
Okay, so you will do 2 points of damage with that pistol. You can use it for an effect or an extra point of damage.
Could force a panic roll. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna do pin down enemy force panic roll.
Nice.
Okay. Well, okay. Oh, it's not a good time for that.
6.
Your stress level.
Not a good time for that. Surprisingly encounter.
Unloads magazine in her
He
face.
is noticeably nervous. His stress level, not that it really matters, but it's funny. His stress level and the stress levels of all friendly PCs or allies in short range of you increase by 1. So basically, he is noticeably shaken, and it upsets his friends too.
It's like,
And you did just the 2 damage, right?
Yes.
It's the dude in Tombstone who drops to his knees and starts begging for his life in front of everybody.
Then crawls away and then picks
Yeah.
up the gun. I hate that guy.
Fighting's commenced.
And
Some
yeah,
execution.
you in the shuffling and everything, the reason he's screaming is you put the bullet through his ear.
That sounds painful.
Feel it drag against the side of your skull just a little bit. It's like nails on a chalkboard,
just
but the
that.
chalkboard is your skull.
Talk
All right,
about
so
Tombstone. Mind
6.
your ear creak. Yeah, 6. All right, I'm going to aim and shoot at yonder D6 fella who's hiding behind the corpse of our target.
Oh, right over here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
You.
All right, so we got 8 base stuff.
So if we
Cover.
All right, so I guess we'll give everybody the choice from now on, and we'll make it an action to switch. Are you bursting or full auto?
Who's using the DMR?
I'm using the DMR.
Oh, you're using the DMR, so it doesn't matter. Same will apply for the folks with pulse rifles.
Okay.
Decide if you're on burst or full auto.
So, yeah, I've got range combat and agility, and then the weapon gives a +2. Is he got any sort of cover save or anything?
He's not behind enough to count, so it's just a straight roll with the weapon modifier.
And with stress added?
Oh,
yeah,
and
you
stress.
always got to add your stress if you have it.
The aim adds 2, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's +2 for that one.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Your gun gets shot a lot.
Yeehaw, get him.
Yeah, no, every time the gun gets shot, it's just a faint twitch of the face.
Because you know your gun.
Told you.
I got 2.
That's 2.
You get 3.
Oh, okay. I wasn't
That's
sure if that
6.
was goods or bads.
Custode symbol is good.
Okay, cool. 3.
I would argue that.
Yeah. So that.
Same.
So do you want to do an additional 2 points of damage or use some of the effects?
Yeah, I'm not seeing any effects that would really change the game here aside from make
Okay.
more hurt. So I will make more hurt.
Make more hurt it is.
All right.
Take 4 damage.
So hard.
Yeah,
All right.
total 4 damage.
You do shoot him twice. First one. It's not broken. Blows apart his left hand. This one will be good. And the second one blows through his left thigh, bad enough that you're pretty sure the leg is completely disabled.
Ooh.
This is good gun.
This is good gun.
I'll give it.
I love that he imitated Brutus to say this is a good gun.
This is good gun.
Yeah. So the effects on that: can't run, only crawl, healing time permanent. That leg is it can't be fixed. All right.
Good thing
so
he is target.
Straight to hell, you jabroni.
7. He's gonna shoot back at you.
Hope you can see through the haze of pain.
With the smart gun that you didn't see that he had.
That's right.
There's a lot of dice.
Well, 2 of them are stress dice. So.
That did not fill me with confidence.
Yeah, so here's how this works. You took 2, 3, 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Roll a d6 for each level of armor you have, which is 6 because you're in the full marine armor. For every 6 you roll, you reduce a point of damage.
Okay.
Oh, you're
Okay, so you take 3 points of damage.
your health is in the
Yeah.
underneath stress.
Okay.
And you're not dead when you're out of health. You just need to let me know when your health gets to 0. Because then
So
you
I've
start
got
taking critical wounds.
4 open boxes. That means I have 4 hit points, basically.
Basically,
Okay.
yes, and you just took 3.
That's true.
Yeah, he hit the ground and took a nice steady shot and just
Which guy's that?
hit you about 4 times.
Uh,
This guy over here.
The guy laying down?
well, he's
The guy
behind
in front of the guy
laying
laying
down.
down.
The one that looks like a D6.
Number 1 die. All right,
He's
so
fly like a D6.
he shot at you. This guy is going to shoot at the back of one of the girls because he's a jerk. He's going to shoot at the back of the synth. Easy knows.
All we're gonna hear is dink.
If only.
Synth bleed.
It spills a pint of milk.
But she is.
Is it really bleeding?
No.
More like leaking.
You get a couple of shots at your back that don't even land. And
It'd actually be really bad if something hit me because I'm not wearing armor.
We don't even know what that does.
Really bad. You just saw the mechanic.
Mm.
Well, you roll 60. You roll the number of dice for the number of armor you have, and for every success, you reduce the damage by that amount.
That's nifty.
Hmm.
I was totally paying attention. I was just testing.
Interesting.
And the guy
I mean, it
at the
did
red
knock me
corner
out of the
there, when
fight.
you get your pulse rifle, takes a shot with a bolt gun at you. This guy. Shoots across his buddy, and you not even
A long
close.
way away.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
what I
long
thought.
way away, especially with that
Scared the
shitty
bullet
ass
away.
gun.
Bolt gun, just Kentucky windage.
All right, so that was 7. So 8. I have 9. Main debate.
Me. Want my knife back.
Hit him and take it.
Fucking hit him.
Just click heads.
Yeah.
I wish it was easy as that.
He's gonna get tired of dancing, and he's gonna put a rivet in one of these around.
Yes.
That's right, let's dance,
Stuff
baby.
in the bag.
3 total. Marshall took 1.
So why did you take extras? You took more guns than needed. Because you have one in each hand, too.
I'm prepared.
Nothing.
Brutus, not mad. What part of that did you not get?
Okay.
Don't have to reload if I just drop this
Part
gun
of
and
me
shoot
wants to
this
hide behind the
gun.
meat head.
the Seagal.
You could, you could take
School.
the stress if you want it.
Yeah.
You could take the stress and re-roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
You sure?
Pushing it.
Why not?
Push it to the limit.
Might as well.
Yeah, it doesn't really start getting dangerous till like 4 or so points.
So nothing?
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay, we're
Do you
good.
want to do it again?
No, you can only do it once.
Heard you like this.
There are perks that let you push extra times. They let you push twice, but it doesn't get rid of the stress you built up.
Wow.
Okay,
10.
Brute.
Well, guns down at my side, people digging into the bag.
Yeah.
I see the enemy in front of me. I grab the axe on my chest and just
He has 2 fucking pulse rifles. He knows the tomahawk.
So you're dropping one of your pulse rifles?
No, they're already
he
dropped.
said he hasn't slung. He was
Oh.
running with them.
Yeah, they're dropped now. I dropped those and ran faster.
Yeah, you can
Hell yeah.
ready a weapon and then melee attack. That's fine. Yeah.
All right, yeah. I strike.
Draw a weapon is a fast.
I strike the one that's just really struggling with life with a knife in his hand because he's in
Maybe
front
a
of me.
murder hoboing psycho shooter with a hand axe.
But he's
It's
an hour.
our murder hoboing psycho shooter with a hand axe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
1 success.
Okay. 1 success is enough to hit. What's the damage do?
2.
Oh, snake eyes for the armor save, so he takes 2. Turdy tree. You catch him in the ribs, and you can tell he's wearing some kind of armor. You're not sure it helped him a lot, but you hit him hard enough that you think you broke some ribs. Top of the order,
My axe strong.
which means he might bolt gun you instead of her.
My axe strong.
Once I stop forgetting they're there because I can't see them.
In true 80s fashion, I come around this corner to this guy who's not even looking my direction, and I say, "Surprise, cockbag!" and I shoot him with my underslung shotgun.
Make the shotgun roll.
Any modifiers other than the gun itself?
He took a
Die
shot
for a
the other
one-liner.
way. I'm going to actually give you basically aim for free because you have the shot, so take 2 extra dice.
You do it.
Another face hugger, so that's fun. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes though.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna pump them all into damage. So that's
What's the base damage?
it'll be a total of 6 damage. The base is 3.
Okay.
First chest burster of the night goes to my shotgun.
Is it your shotgun or his shotgun?
No, it's my underslung pulse rifle shotgun.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
So, I
yeah.
think that raises you a stress level because you rolled the face hugger,
Okay.
and you do need to make a panic roll.
Oh, with the stress
Wait,
level.
did it
with the
raise my stress
you
level
roll
last time
stress
too?
dice?
It should when you
Okay.
roll, yeah.
Yes.
So
you
just
can
to
shoot
just
him.
to reiterate, so since he
Reiterate. Just to irradiate.
just irradiate you, reiterate, because he has 1 stress level, he rolls with 1 additional stress dice in his pool. Or
He rolls next time. Yeah, next time he rolls dice, for every stress level you have to add a stress.
Yeah, that's why I
level.
just
So
rolled
roll
one
Does
real
that
quick.
include
That's
Because
what
I
that
have now I have to roll 3. I should have rolled 2. That's why I rolled that one.
this is
after
why
the
I
fact.
asked.
Yeah.
It's because I wasn't sure.
Yeah, he was adding it in a check, and I didn't mention that, and it's a new game, so he didn't know. So,
And that wouldn't.
but so
Do
now you're
armor,
at
would
3.
it?
Yes, I'm at
So
3
roll a
total.
D6.
Can't imagine that
Roll
would be
a
added to
d6,
armor
add
checks,
3.
'cause
That's a
just
total
like
of 5.
Yeah,
an
no,
Which is
you
under
keep
6,
it
so
together.
okay.
Yeah, just
But
weapons.
it's
Weapons
not
and
full out
probably
if you don't empty it.
You guys, as corporals, starting to go slowly insane.
So
What do you mean going insane?
You would take
You're
a
already there.
total of 3 of
Insane
these.
back in a few hours.
However, the first result on the wound table is pierced head. So
Knew it.
he's done.
Yay!
Yeah. You come around, you see you've got the shot, and you level, and you take the time to level, and you catch him in the back. Boom!
Pink mist.
The
You
result
really
for
showed
that
his-
is
you
you
showed
die
who a cockbag
immediately.
was.
That's verbatim.
Yes.
All right.
Got
You die
So
immediately. Just
3, 4.
Yeah.
Oh.
Marshall.
Yeah.
With your fancy new rifle.
So
You've got this guy taking shots at you, and this guy bleeding out bad and taking shots at them.
let's just turn around and shoot the other dude, the one who's bleeding out.
Okay.
That sounds good to me.
like
What's
a
the bonus for
It's a
the
+1.
M418 +1?
Plus
Yeah.
1, 2 damage.
Yeah, +1.
Okay,
You've got
so-
no range penalty. You're in short range, so you're good.
I like the shotgun.
Yeah, that was brutal. The fact that it was
I had a feeling it was going to be with him standing there facing the other way.
three
It was
damage,
the move.
three-
It was the surprise.
4
cockpit.
successes. Is,
Yeah, it was. He's
I
like,
just-
huh?
that was the insult to the injury.
He was just like,
Oh, boom! He's right behind me,
fucking
isn't he?
So I got three successes.
Ooh!
So you want to pump it into damage? Or you
Yeah, I'll just bump it into damage.
Okay, so it starts at 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
Okay. And he's already fucked up. That 21's not going to mean much. You catch him in the ear with the first shot. That's going to be another, and right through the head with the second round. So, yeah. Once you get the windage, you clip it his ear, and you're like, oh no, that's not right. Then you catch him right here.
Nice. Yeah, that's not right. That's not right at
And
all.
he's done immediately.
All right, legit.
5.
So, because of being a synth, I can't, like, full auto. I don't have any, like, I can just go bang, 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 burst, full auto. I can't do any of the fancy stuff, right?
You can. It just doesn't affect your panic bonus. You can still shoot a fully automatic weapon.
Really? Okay. I thought it prevented me from doing that for some reason.
No.
Okay. That was just,
Yeah, so you can just pick
What
up.
it prevents is you panicking and emptying the magazine.
yeah, which is great.
Because you can fire full auto, but you are always firing short controlled bursts.
Yeah.
Thematically, that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get another weapon right now anyway, so I am just going to do the same thing and just continue aiming at this,
So take your aim
That's
shot.
Panic monster.
yes, at this panic monster. So
Shot him in the ear. Maybe you'll correct like Andy did. Maybe you'll get him in the face. With that.
Yeah, exactly.
9.
That old,
that guy.
on the edge.
He's like,
Shoot him in
wing!
the
Oh,
face,
it
shoot him
pulls
in the
left.
face.
Pow!
Yeah, exactly. Pulls left. Damn. Doesn't have much of a head left.
Yeah. I don't like
Use the
these.
custode dice.
I don't like these. They pull left. I want to see one just gnarly roll.
Sweet Christ in
Rolling for 6. This, by the way, if you've not ever done it, welcome to Warhammer.
oh, it's fucking flashbacks. It's just Jesus Christ.
I have all these dice. You take 1 wound.
Yeah, so
And then you always get the
one
ones of, I have
success.
1 dice.
One
You take
success.
6, but
1 success.
That's why everybody plays Space Marines.
For 1 damage.
Hitting on 3 or higher is better than.
Okay, his armor
It
doesn't
is
protect
That is
it.
why
Yeah.
everyone plays Space Marines. Yes.
Oh, that is not
They're
good.
the golden standard of the game.
You, in order to defeat the armor,
I was like, I'm shooting my big gun.
all right, you step into him as he's basically trying to get his gun back and maybe go for a knife, and you found out he has armor, and he's dodging and weaving, and you guys see this. She's matching him, and she steps to him and basically pushes him with the muzzle, and just shoots him right through the heart, right through his Kevlar. And he is
Cold
down.
burrito.
so both of those are dead now, right?
Impaled heart. Just homeboy here.
Impaled heart. I like that. That's a result.
Gonna kill the other one.
So she put it straight to his Kevlar and blew right through it.
Is someone still standing in the doorway over there?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's bringing up the rear for us.
Bad vibes.
Oh,
he's
bad
got-
vibes.
Yeah, in case you guys want to go out that way, he has to hold the door basically.
Oh, okay. I forgot that there was another member of the party there.
Yeah.
That's all. The squad.
He's in that NPC haze.
All right.
All right, that's your turn.
Should be
That was
7.
you 5, so 6, 7. Okay.
96.
6. Oh, you're 6. Okay. It's Jen.
So, do I have any negative effects from having a bullet in my liver?
Nothing more than that.
No.
Cool.
Until you're wounded and you're hurt, but until you get to 0. Once you get to 0, we start rolling on wound effect charts to see what happens. So you don't die at 0, but then we
Okay.
start rolling on this chart where people
Lose
get
legs.
pierced heads and impaled hearts and stuff.
All right, so that broad that's running away, she's not armed and not part of the combat, correct? The lady who's running away, she's not fighting. She's just
No.
running and screaming.
No, and she's
not a
through a
combatant.
door by now.
Okay.
Yeah, she hasn't been moving.
Goodbye, Katerina.
Yeah, she ran out a door on the far side.
All right, then I'm going
You can
to...
tell Katerina she got away again.
I don't know, I guess double move up, try to get as close to my allies and the rest of the squad as I can so I can pass off Angel's rifle before she strangles me.
Okay, so you want to come around this way?
Yeah. Well,
Past this guy. Because he's down. You guys think this is the guy you're after.
oh, you know what? I might as well go confirm the kill on him then. That's a good
So
idea.
you can move and take a look. There's no real roll for anything like that, and his head was blown apart. But yeah, you're certain that's the guy.
There's a large piece with a scar on it.
Yeah, that's the part that blew off. Like, aha! We knew it was him. It's the piece. But yeah, you take a minute to confirm.
Did he have like a tattoo or something else we could use?
Yeah.
All right, well, cool.
Okay,
Target
so then 7.
He was holding a mug that said "Boss Man."
World's best boss.
World's best boss man.
Oh. Splatter with brain matter.
Yeah.
All right.
He really was a
Oh my
head
God,
monster.
I shot
Loved
Steve
or
Carell.
feared.
Unhappy about. Oh, he's got to have a stress die.
I
too.
prefer that
Actually,
they
shit, he's got to have
loved
2
me so
stress
much.
dice. Unhappy about the axe, the guy whose ribs you cracked, turns around and punches you with his weapon.
Alright.
Wow.
Ooh, you about to get messed up, son.
No.
Somebody yell medic.
I think personally, I think this would be a fun. This is maybe a system that I would consider running without a screen and stuff.
Yeah. Oh wow.
What'd you get?
You're about to get messed up, son.
Oh my lord.
So, what happens is he turns and he comes at you, and he's basically just trying to punch pierce you with the bolt gun, and you get the hell out of the way, and he hits the ground and puts about 3 rivets into the ground where your feet were, and just because it recoils like a nail gun, and he's basically laying prone in the middle of all of you now. And there's nobody else. Oh, there's one other guy. One guy.
I want my knife back.
Who's the other one? Where's that? Where
He's hiding over there.
Oh, okay.
Oh
It's on this
lord.
side.
And you know what? I'm going to give him any face huggers. Nope, he's stupid. Okay, so he's going to stay and fight.
Can you see the book really, really good?
You needy book hugger.
It's a super simple
Gets
system.
shot in
It's
the
actually
back
pretty
with
easy
2.
to.
Can you pass that over now? Because now I want to see
Yeah,
it.
it's not that complicated. I read it when I first got it, and I'm like, okay, there's some of this that seems weird and vague, like the movement and stuff. It has those crunchy mechanics, but they're not bad. It's not a bunch of plus 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 minus plus minus minus plus. It's not really bad, but it is a little crunchy. It
Well, I heard
seems
Dungeon World is the same way for fantasy.
it's,
heard that too.
It runs fairly well, but of course, then I didn't get to touch the book for months. So last night I'm like cramming for an exam. Yeah, Angel, you get shot in the back for 2. Somebody shoots about 3 rounds from a handgun. One of them catches you in your shoulder.
White milk.
I can't.
And that's 8. Yeah, you can.
I can?
Yeah.
You, okay.
She's
I know how
artificial
to-
but organic.
I know how to synth heal.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
And she'll probably need help with that
Yes.
since it's in the back. That's tough to sell. All right, 8. No, I have
Just
8,
don't
9.
bend that way.
Damn inferior design. I can't.
Only on the true pleasure model do they win that way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Seeing how Meathead is gonna take on this guy,
Mhm.
we'll go heal her.
You're gonna
First aid.
Sounds
You're gonna-
legit.
break away.
First aid.
You're gonna break away and check her.
I look at Meathead. Get my knife.
That's gonna
Are
make
you
you feel valued.
Are you first aiding the sim?
As
Well,
a
I don't
living
see
person.
him.
Yeah.
Do I see him?
Huh?
Well, I know he's hurt too.
No, you can't see him.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That's why I was like, I don't think I see him.
Yeah, you guys are trained. There's enough situational awareness that you heard him grunt,
Okay.
or it would probably be standard. I would think even then hit. You know, he would tell his squad he's been hit.
I said medic.
So
But you said medic.
It's okay though. I can survive.
You were so
I'm a
focused.
tough old bird.
You were so focused on getting your knife, you didn't hear the call for
This isn't about roleplay right now. This is about the fact that Amanda likes Kira. Let's not even pretend.
It's okay. I have 2 kidneys.
I
like
really,
her too,
she is
so
my
it makes
bud.
sense.
Yeah.
okay,
So I need dice.
Dice.
you can't have
Medic.
Dice.
Medic.
She's gonna do her medic thing.
Medic it up.
Look at her stacking dice.
Stacking dice and stacking bodies.
That'd be a bad corpseman.
Yeah, apparently
That would be a corpseman, not a corpsman.
There you go. Corpseman?
Yeah.
2.
Yeah,
Nice.
Do you have any stress levels?
Yes.
Then you need to roll the stress.
3.
3.
Not bad.
Oh, you'll be fine. Yeah, she takes a minute. It's gonna take your round too, but it's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
She tells you to hold still, and basically she gets you closed up, and you're
Patches
okay.
it up. Cool.
And
She
then-
aggressively
It's like,
needles you.
So, seeing him prone, I'm just looking between his
Donald
neck
Gentle.
and the axe.
I will come
His
up
neck.
and-
Goddamn
And the
hologram.
axe.
it's like a fucking
Then he
tire
turns
patch,
over.
probably.
Thank
It's
you.
probably just
Ah!
moving like
You're just gonna keep looking between
it's
his
like
neck and the
patching an
axe.
inner tube or patching a sim.
Probably.
Is that how it works, Joe? Like patching like an inner tube or something? Like she just puts an adhesive on the back and then puts like a patch.
So I just go, I
Scratch you up a little bit and put the rubber patch on.
That's just
No,
massage
you're-
in the end. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it works. It hurts a
Oh,
little bit, but when it gets to
snap.
this, it starts to get a little
4.
uncomfortable.
God almighty. A man is dead.
So I got 4 successes.
Okay.
Are you gonna take that stun gun?
I all extra damage. So
Okay.
5
So-
damage just going right for the neck.
Well, you don't catch him in the neck with the first shot. Maybe this one will. What's 61? Okay, yeah. So he's squirming, and your first hit breaks his leg. And as he rolls over to try to get away from you, you don't take his head off, but much to the horror of, the marshal's probably okay, but the ladies are not, just because we're going to Hollywood this. You catch him in the jugular.
Oh!
And it's not Kill Bill style, but the two of you are just sprayed with cast off. Yeah. You're used to, you don't like it happening when
Yeah.
you're not in a controlled environment. But yeah. You're like, you'll be okay, and then just
Yeah. Just
he hits him, he pulls his axe out, the guy sprays on like Kira's leg, and then the stuff off of his axe just like catches you across your shoulder and neck.
I kind of
Nice.
brush it off and I kind of glare at Meathead over here.
I just pointed your knife.
Got your knife. Okay. So top of the order.
Did it happen?
All right.
So messy.
We don't need to secure the area. We just need to take the target.
Yep.
Okay. Then I move back to here.
Okay.
And
You
on
can
the
be
way.
on either side of that door you want, just so you know. That's fine.
Okay. I'm going to go to there.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to say, Marines, we are leaving.
You've been waiting for that one. Okay. So
Pull out. Let's get out of here. We're done.
I have
Roll
3,
out.
so 4.
Yeah.
Number 4. Isn't that you?
No, it's
No,
Andy.
No,
That's
that's the marshal. I keep switching you two.
I got to place alien and kill someone with an axe.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess I'll just shoot at the other guy then.
We're gonna fast track to the next one.
Who's on cover? I'll just shoot at him.
Okay. Go ahead and make your
Good.
roll.
We were playing Cyberpunk, and I was gonna say, I need to
It's
You.
just
Got, like,
it's
Marvel
minus
Pocahontas and
1
shit.
because he's only partially behind cover. I'm not
Yeah.
going to give you the range
I feel
penalty.
it.
He yelled at me because we were playing Call of Duty.
One success.
Okay. That's 2.
It's a no.
His
What am I,
armor does not protect him. Let's see if he kills him.
The Battle Royale version of Call
Kill
of Duty
him,
that's out.
kill him, kill him.
Yeah, Warzone. One of my loadouts, actually, most of my loadouts have an axe.
Ooh, 82 is way up on the.
Good choice.
Oh. All right. It's not a lethal hit, but it does take him out of the fight. He tries to get behind cover, and one of your rounds catches a meaty part of the arm, and you see blood just cascading down. You've hit the artery, and it's like splattering on the ground as he pulls back behind. So he's out of the fight. If he doesn't bleed out, he's definitely not gonna come back around. So
Well, with an artery, it's not if, but when.
Yeah. Do some jumping jacks. Make it faster on yourself.
Yeah.
yeah,
We've done
it's,
some dark shit in the last like 40 minutes.
arm
We're good.
artery cut is the.
I mean, you saw how I just executed that guy.
Yeah, he's done.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, that was a little.
It's kind of John Wick.
If you were a
Gun
human
food.
member of the squad, you'd probably get a little bit of a pep talk. Hey, I'd like you to go see the chaplain, please.
Intervention. You expect
like-
this efficiency.
But you're fine with Brutus just.
Didn't see it.
Recreating the Patriot here.
Yeah, I'm like, let's see. She's got a handgun. We've established they're wearing armor, and you impale his heart. I'm like,
So
the
that's-
only way to do that is straight to the Kevlar.
So that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, you guys bug out.
Okay, how messed up is he? Does he need to be checked quickly?
Rather.
He's gonna need medical attention.
I will be there.
You'll be fine once you get in the shuttle.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Can I
yeah,
help you out?
you guys
Can she fail that?
Get
one?
out.
It's like-
I don't really want to do this. I had some other stuff written, but we're gonna fast track to something else. You guys get out, confirm it. You guys get the help you were promised. And what happens is these guys transfer their cargo, and the independent corps is in control of everything now. What they're trying to drop off is actually a bunch of waste containers for waste disposal, which this place isn't even really designed for. But they were going to pay, basically, to leave their trash here and empty their cargo holds for some reason, and you don't know why. You find out that's not what you want. The Independent Corps runs some interference. You guys have the skills for it, so we'll just narrate it. You guys clean out the containers. The guys bypass the security seals and everything, and the dock guys are able to put things back like they were never tampered with. They're not supposed to do that, and it's designed for them not to do that, but they know what they're doing. It's their job. So they get everything sealed back up. And go ahead and collect the initiative cards. And you guys end up hiding in what are basically body freezers. They're really, really small. Portable is the wrong word, but they're really small cryo tank units.
Portable is the wrong word. They are small.
Yeah. So
It's
they
super small.
in the containers, they're stacked too high, and you guys slide out like meat drawers. So in 3 of the containers, you guys are hiding. You're awake the entire time. They basically rescind the right to the cargo and make them, before they break orbit, they have to come back down and pick it up. And what they land in is something like
Hit that battle button.
battle button.
Hit main.
Oh, main. There we go. What they land in is something like the Sulaco. It's a cargo ship that has been modified to be a tug. It's a specific type of the Bison,
But why would you say Sulaco though?
because that's what the Sulaco was.
But why would you say that specific?
Because it's what's familiar.
Easy point of reference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, take the Sulaco over the Nostromo.
Quick resource management. Stress levels go down.
Stress levels will go away after this. Basically, you guys just need a couple of hours to calm down, to get rid of just a couple
Right.
of levels. of
Well, and
stress.
he's got a banter ability, so even just like when there's a lull in the moment, it goes down, right?
Technically, mechanically speaking, 10 to 15 minutes of actual like calm downtime, no skill checks, you're not on perimeter watch, you're actually able to have downtime,
Breathing.
is a turn.
Okay.
And then hanging out with him drops it by 2.
Okay.
So you're probably fine by the time the shuttle lands.
Yeah.
And everybody will reset after this. Wounds will heal. You guys will, between your medic and everything else, you guys will be fresh going into this next part. You guys do smuggle. You are watching what's going on, and you feel the ship hyper jump. And it's there for about 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
And you're watching everybody. You've got it all set up. The only tricky thing you had to do was after you guys were on board and jumped, because you knew the meat would be asleep by then,
Mm-hmm.
is you had to get out and hook up the containers to ship's power to keep them running for the entire time, because you didn't know how long it would be, and then hide back in the container. You do so without incident. And too much talking.
Well, we won't be talking.
Yeah, you're just tired of it by now, right? The ship drops out of hyperspace, and as per the plan, you wait a little bit because you don't know what they're going to do. You know, people have to wake up. You have to catch them doing what they're doing. So you actually give it about 18 hours. I want you to make one observation check for me. Make 2 dice down.
2 dice down?
Yeah, you're down 2 dice. Just because it's sort of a hard thing to detect. So.
Uh-oh, an alien. Face hugger.
Yeah.
Ah!
You wake up and something's hugging your face. Wow. You got one?
Yep.
Okay. Toward the 12-hour mark, so right, just a couple hours short of when you're supposed to start waking everybody up, you're fairly certain you hear the tug either dock or connect to something.
Do we stop? Can I tell?
There's a little bit of a motion nudge. Yeah, and it's abrupt enough that you feel it in this big ship. The only thing that makes sense is either it ran into something, which would probably be more catastrophic than just a
bit.
And it is a tug, so you know what it's designed to do. It's designed in Alien. They had their tug hooked up to this big ass refinery, and they were towing. That's what all it is. It's a big tug with huge engines. That's what this thing is.
Can I make the call to wake someone earlier?
You can.
Okay. After that, after the weird motion and thinking about it for a few minutes, I'm gonna go try and wake Cutter ahead of schedule.
That's me.
Yes.
Calm down, Shade.
The shade.
It sounded like the Shade.
You can. You have it set up. It's all short range, so you can handle all of that remotely because it doesn't help covert operations if you have to get out of the containers to monitor stuff. So, you are able to wake him, and yeah, it's awfully claustrophobic when you wake up.
But we still have comms then, I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
And once you slide yourself out of your meat locker, you're the ranking officer. You have the top bunk. So, yeah,
Top.
a little disoriented. You've only been under for a couple of days, so there's not a lot to shake off. You can tell you're no longer in hyperspace, which was the plan, to wake you up when you're done with jump.
And I can be standing out there, not in my slot, right?
You were never frozen.
No, I know, but I was in a container that wasn't on.
Yes, you were in a container with 2 people.
Okay, so I can get out, and I would be waiting for him then.
Yes.
Cool.
But you would have to exit your container, which means you may be seen from the surveillance on the ship.
No, then I'll just talk to him remotely.
Okay.
Good nap.
Sure. We 5x5?
No, it's about, you said,
It's been about 12 hours since they dropped.
so, and we were supposed to wake everybody at 8?
At about 18 hours.
At 18
So you're a little short of the plan.
Yeah. 6 hours ahead of schedule. We just docked or hit something. I'm assuming we docked to something that we're tugging, but we shouldn't have based on what I know. I wanted to wake you up for guidance, at least to be aware of it.
Yeah, I'm scheduled. Let's just get everybody up now.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Waking now. No.
Make a comtech roll.
Comtech roll. Cool. Up or down any?
No.
Cool.
You're doing a little math in your head.
Jesus, 1. 2.
Two.
Two. Okay.
Better.
2 is definitely good enough. Even with the powerful engines that this thing has, because these tugs are actually really fast, they have a lot of power to them. You're nowhere near the other edge of where their jump spot was supposed to be. You're probably 3 days short of where they're supposed to be.
And how am I doing this? Like through my data pad or
Based on how long they were traveling,
just math
what
in my head?
what you know this ship can do.
Okay. So just calculating.
It's enough of a discrepancy. You're like, we shouldn't be there yet.
So yeah, I'm just going through the routine, triggering everybody to wake up and just kind of continue the conversation with Cutter.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been about, actually, I did the math wrong. It's been about 7 days, and it should take about 11 to get to where they were supposed to be going. So it's short enough that you're like, we should not be there. Or this thing's a hell of a lot faster than stock.
They're waking up now, but concerningly, we're 4 days short. We should still be traveling at this point. Doesn't make any sense on what we've been told.
But you need to
Stop along the way or something. Yeah. Either way, I mean, we'll just do what we got to do now then.
Of course, I just don't like it when the facts don't add up. Everybody should be starting to breathe air again now.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Takes about 30 minutes or so. Everybody else thaws out.
Why am I awake?
It's been a good nap, though.
We're early, guys.
Why?
Something happened. Looks like the ship docked early or...
Or is tugging something unexpectedly 4 days ahead of schedule.
Runs BPMs every?
I hate it when I do that.
Well, we assume
medic just asked how everybody's health is.
vitals are fine.
Yeah.
No, vitals seem fine.
No more
Jed,
rolls
how you
than I
doing?
should have.
Well, we assume that they weren't going to go where we thought they were going.
Sure.
Yeah,
I don't think it's anything to be really alarmed about, but
if they were going somewhere else, they may be there.
yeah.
My back feels much better, thank you.
Yeah. Stress levels are all back to 0.
Due to the nature of our mission, are we going into cryo like with our armor and stuff on and with weapons like in our hands, or
No, they
do
don't
we-
freeze you like that.
Okay.
You're in your skivvies, but the 30 minutes of waking up is
enough time to get
you
going?
guys thaw, shake off, get something to eat, hydrate, get your muscles warmed
Oh,
up
and
and moving again.
I actually have my armor back on now too.
Andrew DM arm.
Yeah, you're fully dressed.
Yeah,
You've cleaned your rifle I don't know how many times because somebody else touched it.
many times. Many times. There's obviously not enough sanitizer in the world.
Can we access the ship's systems for anywhere here locally and find out where we've stopped or why?
If
Is there
you
like a general distress or stop?
if you come out of your containers, you can try to access the ship's systems. You can try with contact rolls. You can try to either hack in and get yourself access and hide again, or just try to. You're in a cargo hold, and it's a safe assumption that there's security, there's monitoring.
Okay.
You guys can decide if you care about that or not, but if you're going to hang around outside the containers, your odds of being spotted will probably go way up. Sneaking in and out, it's going to depend on who's watching.
Given the early rise, Cutter, what are we doing?
We gear up. We're going to systematically move towards the bridge.
Yeah, so we're already planning on bailing the containers anyways then.
Well, I mean, if it's, it stands to reason that if we were in hypersleep, so are most of them, and we could just
Should just
take
be a
this
skeleton
place.
crew. No.
Yeah.
Do we want Vibes and I to go out first at least? Would you take a quick look?
No, if we really need to, we can just patch into the security system, I bet. We have the skills for that.
Mhm.
Or at least Angel does.
Vibes is good with contact.
I'm not bad with contact either.
I have no contact.
If all
I have a
three
little
of
bit.
you are working on it, one person can make a roll with a +2 in case you've got assistance.
So all of us, same time?
Let's hack security system first, though. And if you think you can handle that, Angel, then we'll just help you.
I'm not worried about the electronics. I'm worried about what might be outside that's meaty.
And if we hack the security system, we'll know what that is.
Yes.
Hopefully.
I mean, immediately outside of our containers, though. Are we stepping out hot?
Oh, nobody's hanging out in cargo right now. I'd be pretty surprised.
I'll take you
I'm
up on
opening
that
my
bet.
large Pelican case.
Well, if it was an expected drop from hyperspace and we're the ones who are wrong, then that means that we're waking up late.
True.
I woke you up as soon as I felt the drop, but the marshal is correct.
They dropped about 12 hours ago. It was just now that you felt them.
Oh, the tug.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
sorry.
you
That's
were
what I
gonna-
mean. Yeah.
You were going to
Yeah.
wait
Yeah.
because waking up as soon as they do just catches them waking up.
Yeah.
No, we go now.
Okay,
Sounds good to me.
so
Got it.
make a Comtech roll with +2 because you've got Vibes and Cutter helping you.
Two.
2 is good enough. Is there anything that I put Comtech on there?
Mm-mm.
We need to look it up. Okay.
No.
Are there any?
Just for giggles.
We'll just say you, with the help, you do it faster because it is one of the results. So
Okay.
it only takes you a couple of minutes. You guys are in, and you've got, it's like the size of a laptop because 80s aliens. So it's not a tablet. But you guys are able to duck back in, and you guys have cameras.
Eyes on the ship.
There you go.
What do I see?
The cargo bay is still dark. Most of the hallways are, and cargo, there's another large cargo hold where the crane is also dark. The hallways on A deck all the way up at the top, which is the bridge and the galley and the main just kind of gantry are on but low. The bridge is fully lit, and there is one person that's there. It's pretty obviously probably the ship's synthetic.
So that's all I see on the entire ship. Is
Yeah,
one set.
there's no other movement on the ship.
And can
And
I?
there's only, this is a huge ship, but there's only 3 decks widespread, and
Yeah.
there's not a lot to them.
Can I get eyes specifically on the room where the crew would be stored? Like in their sleep rooms?
Yes, there is surveillance for cryo chambers, and they are all open and broad.
Okay, so yeah, as soon as I see that, I'll let everybody know, and I'll probably even show it because I took it with me, right?
You have it in your
In
container.
the
'Cause you're the
container,
one
yeah.
looking, so you have it.
Okay. Well, okay, because we're still in the containers then. So yeah,
And,
I would.
and technically, you and Vibes can duck into her container instead of back into yours. You're all
Okay,
standing.
yeah.
So
Okay. There's only one person on the ship right now. Everyone's asleep except for what I assume is their synth.
I thought he said open and thawed.
Yeah, there's no one in there.
They're open and thawed? I thought you said they were. Oh, sorry. I thought you said they were
no,
closed.
they're empty. No.
Oh, okay. I'm only seeing one synth on the cameras right now, or what I assume is a synth on the bridge. I don't know where the crew is.
Well, whatever we docked with.
Yeah, maybe they already made their way over.
They could
Are there
have.
security cameras that'll face the airlock?
Checking.
Or even outside the airlock?
Not outside the airlock, but you do see that the docking gantry is extended.
Mhm.
You can tell from the length of the shot, and the airlock is sealed at the end of it.
Gantry is engaged. Perhaps they are over there.
All right, new plan. We secure the bridge and the gantry at the same time.
Can I tell anything, being a synth, about the one that I can see? I know it's a fuzzy camera image, but anything?
No.
No? Okay.
He just looks like he's on the bridge monitoring about 14 different things all at once, like you would expect him to be.
Okay. Should be a clear shot to the bridge.
Male
then.
with short blonde hair.
All right. Let's do vibes.
It's a bad idea, man. I don't like this. Where is
You
everybody?
can go back to sleep if you want.
I assume we're
You
going.
get left here? No way, man. I'm not climbing back into that thing.
I assume we're going to at least try to talk to the synth.
Why?
No.
We're on an enemy
We
ship.
have no reason not to just shut it down immediately. It offers us nothing.
You could try and reason.
Rules of engagement don't usually apply to sense. We drop them.
At the order.
But also, it's more than likely 3 law is compliant unless it's been monitored, so it can't harm us anyway. So asking it to shut down will probably work.
Very good point.
Especially when I present myself as a marshal and with the authority to. It should shut down.
Well, that helps solve some of the problem then.
I would prefer that.
If it does appear to be tampered with or not
from a robot.
responsive to our commands, then we should just eliminate the synth.
All right, then. Jed, Brutus, and Zuni. You 3 are going to the gantry. Jed, you're in charge.
Roger
The
that.
gantry is like a large throughway. Just to let you know.
That thing that extends at the airport?
It's
I
gantry.
know it is.
I'm just helping.
So we're telling you so that Mike doesn't feel but he's the real one we're targeting.
Yeah.
Nobody's picking on anybody.
We're supposed to be
just wanna make
subtle
sure
about
the
this.
terminology is clear,
I've,
that's all.
I've flown
Supposed
a
to
lot
be
of
subtle.
planes.
Okay.
Settle has a silent B in it, by the way. Mike.
Alright, my delightful little reprobates. Let's get
Oh.
moving.
All right, and then Marshall, Synth, myself, Angel. Marshall, Angel, and myself will go to the bridge.
Taking vibes with you.
Vibe's got a bad feeling about everything, so why don't you decide where you're going?
I don't know where those. I don't know where everybody is. I'm going to the bridge. I'm not.
All
I'm
right,
not
you're
coming
going
off
to the
this
gantry with them.
boat.
Come on, vibes.
Well, if it makes you feel better, you can
Tag
go
along.
first, vibes.
If there is a serious engagement, it's probably going to be at the gantry, so
We could use the extra head.
that's why the medic, the big
Let's
guns and
split
the
up.
fourth
Let's
horseman.
find all the trouble. Let's open all the doors. What could go wrong?
Hey
Like I
man, you
said-
join the Marines.
And if you want, you can go first. That way, if there's any
This will
trouble,
be a
you won't
damn
even know
farm.
about it.
You got
Just
this,
tell me the
vibes.
direction. I'll shoot them all.
No, let's
Smart
not get
gun,
gun ho crazy
Yeah.
here.
Attaboy.
All right,
He's
you're
got
up.
both his big guns out now.
You're up. Take a motion
You can
tracker
tell
with
through
you.
his
Give it to the
armor.
medic.
Check that.
Alright, it's bothering me. Her gun is broken. Give me glue.
Yeah, that was an
Sorry.
Still in
unfortunate accident.
Motion tracker. Oh my gosh.
Do we have
just like
access to a motion tracker and her stuff?
oh, no.
Yes.
Sweet. Then I'm going to have Zinni grab a motion
You
tracker.
have available to
Just keep
yourselves.
looking down at it and say nothing on heartbeat, and then let me say it right after you say it every time.
So
We'll Call of Duty for you.
available to you to take. You guys have your personal weapons. There are pulse rifles for people who don't have pulse rifles if they want them. There are 2 of the 314 motion trackers, which are the ones built for outdoors and get some interference indoors.
Great.
What do you
But
know?
they're the newer model.
Ooh, motion tracker.
Well, I have a
You can
smart
turn
gun.
off the beep on the new model. That's the
Yeah.
difference.
I hope
They're,
so.
Yeah.
they're much more accurate at close range.
Yeah.
Instead of
Close.
instead
definitely
of saying a
something
loud
moving
beep, could it like
in front of
vibrate
it.
when it beeps? That's the newer
The
model.
beeping won't be a problem, I promise. There is, if somebody wants to lug it, and it is heavy, but you do have 1 sentry gun.
Yeah, take one with you to the gantry. Why wouldn't you?
I have.
Yeah.
Do it.
Can I?
Hell, I'll haul it if you don't want to.
It's a wheeled.
His name
pelican
is
case,
Brutus.
but
Make
it
him
is-
carry it.
It's like it's just about the size of a coffin. It's huge.
I can wheel it, and since I have a third arm, I'm good. I can just let go. Nah! So we're good. I'll wheel it.
Okay.
Because I have my third arm just kind of chilling with my
No,
gun.
yeah, I was gonna say the third arm's part of the smart gun.
Yeah, it's just chilling.
You can tow it with just your offhand if you want. It has wheels. It is heavy, but you are strong. But you do have a sentry gun set up. You know, and you brought food stores and that sort of stuff because you don't know where you're going.
Right. Probably doesn't work this way, but I'd like to give orders to Brutus. Jed's in charge. You do what he says. All right.
Attaboy.
No, I want you to resist. That way it's compulsory. That's the way the game works, right?
And you're the E3, right?
That's kind of how
Yes.
giving
Okay.
orders
I picked the
works, though.
I picked the
But she's not
E2.
there.
Well, she's
going to the
going
bridge,
with them. No.
Well, I thought she was
She's
gonna
going with them. I
I
put
thought
Jed in charge
technically
anyway.
she's in charge. She has the higher rank.
Yeah, but I put Jed in charge anyway.
Okay. So you know that's
It'd be more
that's
fun
the
to watch
order.
Amanda panic.
You can technically, in a
Just don't worry.
pinch, just so
She's
you
got a
know, you
superiority
can
complex. I like to
technically,
put her in place.
Amanda.
you have rank technically, but do you understand how he wants it broken down?
Yes, I do.
So that's up to you.
Every
I'm
marine a
following
rifleman, but
orders
some of
and
us are more riflemen than others.
I trust Jed.
Yeah.
I got your back, Jed.
Cheers.
All right. So, yeah, it takes a little bit. One thing you do notice is once you guys get ready and you sort of start coming out of your containers, the lights bay by bay in your half of the cargo bay just
Motion sensor lights, basically.
and they come on.
She's already freaked the fuck out. All right.
This is what you did with the work.
I don't listen to Steve.
Sink or swim.
Well, Corporal, I've seen worse.
You guys move to the other end of the cargo bay, and folks with comm tech, so it's wigs, vibes out. As you approach the door, you're about 15 feet out from the door, and it's a big cargo bay. You're about 15 feet out from the door, and the door goes green and unlocks.
But we realize, those of us with contact, that shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't happen until you interact with the door.
Somebody's coming in.
And all the lights came on. The door unlocks for you right before you get there, and from up front, Vibes is just. And he moves to one side of the door.
Yeah, so I would also realize immediately that means that someone's coming through it, right?
It seems like to me.
No, it
Take
doesn't
up
seem
firing
like it's being
positions.
opened,
Okay.
but it does look like it was secured and was unsecured.
Oh, somebody unlocked it.
Cutter, we didn't do that.
Bravo team, firing positions now.
Okay.
It's probably the synth on the
So
range.
yeah, Cutter's next to
Must have seen
the
something.
door, so
Something
he
would
can
happen.
swing to the left.
I'm not carrying that laptop with me, am I? Is it portable?
No, the way you had to plug it in because aliens.
I
80s,
figured.
it had to be wired.
Okay, so I just have my rifle then. Okay, cool.
Still don't understand why you carry that rifle. You're so much better in close combat.
In close combat, yes, but this is an amazing tool when it's in the right hands.
Yeah, she's right.
Okay. So yeah, Vibe is on the door. You've got your rifle at the ready. What are the rest of you doing?
Then yeah, I'll actually
We move.
shoulder it and just
Yeah.
aim.
If they know we're here, we don't want to be trapped in here. We move.
True that.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So who's moving to and through the door?
If you want, we can take point through the door and start off toward the gantry.
Go.
All right, rolling T formation. I will take point. You behind me on my right, you behind me on my left. Let's scoot.
Affirmative.
All right. So yeah, you get to the door. It opens with no problem. It's a short but wide hallway to a lift.
Okay.
And the hallway is lit. And as soon as you guys come through and sort of fan out a little bit because you have room, the lights for the elevator ding, and it's on its way. And there is a rather annoyingly level voice over a PA system that just tells you, I assure you your weapons are unnecessary.
Stay frosty, Marines. This feels like a trap.
I point my gun at wherever the voice came from.
Just
We
shoots
all-
the
we
PA
all
system.
hear it.
What? Lord?
We all hear
Yeah,
it?
it's over a PA system.
Oh.
It's just in the hallway.
As soon as can I recognize standard synth voice?
Well, 100 rounds.
You're sure it's a synth voice because it's just completely.
As soon as I hear it, the
5
rifle
miles,
goes
turn
down.
left.
Okay. All right.
Unless that sense speaks for the other people on board, we can ignore it.
Well,
Roger
just the
that.
three of us now, right?
No, we're all still
we have
together.
on comms. We have
Oh,
comms.
wait, we're still on it.
And you
Yeah,
guys are
which
all
I'll make the
technically
point of
still
reminding
together.
everybody, these are civilians, not insurrectionists.
That's a
I
good point.
mean,
That's a good point. Rules of engagement apply.
Yes.
Do not fire unless fired upon.
Roger that.
Potentially corporate security, but still civilians.
Still civilians.
The synth has no reason to lie. We're most likely safe.
Well, unless the synth can speak for people. I don't know. They might have a Brutus on their team.
So it's just
That's a good
would we know that this PA system is two-way, or is there a box that we have to go to engage
You
it?
would need to probably at the elevator or some kind of comm point. You can either
Can we
communicate.
find it? Can we find a comm point?
at the elevator there?
Oh,
as well.
okay.
Not in it, but at it. You can
Okay.
do that, yeah.
Yeah, they'll just. We should probably just tell them then, like, we're sending a team to the bridge, surrender it, you know. And if you have comms with the rest of your team, tell them to surrender as well.
The elevator opens while you guys are standing there,
Mm-hmm.
and it just waits. And yeah, you get there, and so you can communicate. You can try to communicate if you want.
Yeah, tell them all that. That we have a team inbound to your position on the bridge. You know, don't resist. You know, and they give them my credentials and the credentials of everybody else to make sure he understands that we're here in an official capacity.
Welcome aboard, Marshal. There will be no resistance, and as of currently, I'm the only one aboard. I have this.
He made that GM look. He's like, I forgot.
Well,
The
I forgot for a reason.
Okay.
I'm the only one aboard the Zvezdniki.
Love it.
Is that the reason you forgot?
Yes.
That's why I'm laughing.
Because
I like it.
yeah, I don't speak or read Cyrillic, so I don't speak Slavic. So it is a Russian name.
Okay.
It's from the.
That sounded
And
awfully
so
Chinese to me.
this is officially registered to the UPP, right?
And you
Yeah,
knew
okay.
the name of the ship.
Yeah.
So we get in the
UPP
elevator
down
and
with
proceed
me?
to the bridge.
Do you want to do 2 different elevator teams in case something funny goes on
Yes.
and we go plummeting down 1,000 stories? Or
There's one elevator, so who's going first?
B team will go so we can secure the gantry, make sure that there are no surprises waiting for them on the bridge.
Is this a standard like model ship?
As far as you can tell.
So would she be able to have the blueprint in her? Yeah.
You guys have access to that as part of your intel. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is there a route that doesn't go through the elevators to secure the gantry from the cargo?
Yes, but it's basically crawling through a lot of maintenance tubes.
Okay, that's fine then. Yeah. I wouldn't recommend that.
And these aren't Jeffrey's tubes.
Yeah.
Come on,
These tubes
guys.
are for
What's
someone
everybody
else.
afraid of the
Yeah.
corridors for? You don't want to climb in the crawl spaces? Why?
No.
No.
Because they're fatal funnels.
I have a bad one.
Yo, you know what? I'll crawl through the corridors, but Molly's out and the pin's already pulled.
Well, I want to see him trying to shimmy through with a grenade in one hand and holding his smart gun in the other.
Oh,
No, just pull the pin and hold the spoon in with your teeth.
There's a wall behind you. Guys.
There's a wall behind you. I was just afraid I'd knock something off at him. Like,
That's hilarious.
So B team goes first to secure the gantry, then we go to the bridge.
Sounds like it.
Mm-hmm.
Go, go, go.
Rah.
Roll out.
all right. So, yeah, both are. You need to stop on deck B.
Okay.
You're on the bottom deck. You need to go to B for the
Okay.
gantry.
B team, B deck. Too easy.
It all makes sense.
I
Wait a
planned
minute.
it that way.
When you get in the elevator, it's sitting there waiting for you. You see A deck is basically already selected and it's waiting.
Okay, well, I'm going to push B deck.
You see A deselected and the doors close.
Okay. Maintain formation in here. Be ready to open up on anything that greets us if it's hostile.
I point my smart gun at the door.
Everybody
Yeah,
makes
that's how
0
they
G
did it,
maneuver
right? In
rolls.
Aliens, the
That's
smart
the
gunner was in the
deployments.
middle of the doorway, right? I believe so.
All right, so then we're going to call the elevator up.
Yep.
The doors close. There's a soft ding, and then there's a.
As of right now, I see the whole
I believe it's in
The
red.
Everything
soft
smells like
music
burnt pork.
stops. No, no, yeah. The elevator goes up.
Oh yeah, because we all,
stops at B deck.
you
and
guys all
opens.
have the helmets too with the
Yep.
HUDs, so you guys can see everything in infrared.
We do.
You guys have HUDs, shoulder lights, the full kit.
And I have low light.
Do you
I
need
have
it
a
though?
flashlight.
I have a flashlight too.
But the question is, do you
Effective.
need a light?
I mean, you might.
Well,
You've got the
no.
cigars.
Are the rest of the decks?
Once shit gets
Um,
real, I'm gonna start smoking again.
When we went out of
Yeah,
the
the chain
corridor
smokers,
and
so
moved to the
that
hallway,
ball
did the
off yet.
other like lights begin coming on the same way they did in the cargo? So it's dark, or is it just like
it's
running
dark
lights?
on that side
can
of
dig
the
it.
cargo. When you guys
I'm
came
just
out,
pushing
your
the
side of the
cigarette
cargo,
Hmm.
after a few moments,
I know.
your side of the cargo came on and the door unlocked.
Oh, okay.
And when you opened this door, the hallway that was dark outside was lit.
Okay, yeah, so it did light up then.
All right.
Yeah. Once,
Yeah. So we'll wait for the elevator.
You open the door, so no, back in the containers. Back in the containers. That's too many glow sticks. Back in the containers.
Now that we're in the elevator, it's
Party like a xenomorph party.
It's like a bunch of cotton candy and they're having a headbutt fight. Let's get out of here. It's like a mosh pit of cotton candy. I ain't going in there. You can't make me.
that caught Justin off guard because he's just like, oh my god.
Sounds like fun, right?
It does. It sounds like a great time.
When we're in the elevator and it's going up, I look around, seeing the corporal's not there, and I reach in and I pull a flask out, take a drink, and offer some to Bad Vibes.
Okay. Yeah, he hits your flask. He's done it before.
I forgot that Vibes was with us. I thought he was still going with the bridge crew. All right,
No,
he's
he-
going to take
he
up
was
the
a
right
producer.
position. You're in the back of the T, because hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because
B team in every way imaginable.
I mean, I used to be a specialist, but then they bumped me back down for reasons.
Okay, so yeah, you
Very own
It
bad company
stops.
over here.
the decks are not. There's not a lot to the ship. It's all
The talent's
machinery,
stuck
engine,
together.
and cargo.
Okay.
So on B deck, there's a galley, and I believe the cryostasis, and then at the front of the ship, you see the extended gantry, and there's an airlock.
Okay.
And you guys have your part first, so you walk down the gantry because you know that extends from the front of the ship to an airlock.
We're actually going to hold position on the ship side of the gantry, and basically have it just so we've got this long ass tunnel that we can set up the sentry gun, the smart gun, and then have rifles pointed downrange in case they, come back in force.
Okay.
And we can send them all straight to hell where they belong.
Okay.
And
So
I'm
you're gonna set
checking the
up the
motion
sentry?
tracker.
Okay. The only motion is you guys.
Are we setting the sentry?
No harping.
Yeah, go ahead and set up the sentry, basically middle of the hallway, and then you take up a position behind one of the corners, and so will Vibes, and then Zuni and I can take up positions to the rear of that. and
How are you
provide-
going to set the sentry gun to fire? It's
Is
got a couple
there-
of options. You can control its field of fire. You can control whether it's free fire at anything at once, or if it basically acquires a target and waits for authorization or approval, or it tracks what you guys are shooting and basically tries to assist you guys.
Tracks what we're shooting is the safest option.
And where are you going to have it shooting? Down the gantry and only down the gantry the one way?
How big of a fire shot can we do?
Arc, you're asking for.
It'll do a full 360 arc.
Okay.
The problem with that is it doesn't know you from Adam, so
Who's Adam?
it doesn't matter because it'll shoot everybody. It's just an idiom. It's just an expression.
Brutus, if I
I
hit by
I
might.
figured out what you've been missing from the Friday show. It's just Manda.
Yeah.
She needs to come back so bad.
Have it slave to our firing
I'm
patterns
enjoying
pointed
my
just
time
down the
with
gantry.
Yeah.
That way it doesn't shoot us
There's
in the
awesome.
dicks when we're not looking.
But our firing
Definitely taught me how to remember.
Oh, I see.
So when we shoot at it, shoots at.
But as long as we're not shooting at each other.
Can I
it's
be in
fine.
the top 20?
Correct. If
No,
we're shooting at each other,
yes,
there
you
are
can tell
problems.
if they just shoot down that hallway. The problem is
Almost
if
by
you're telling it to
default.
cover 360, it can turn around and acquire you guys as targets. Because there's nothing telling it, hey, this movement is a good guy.
That's why I said
We
fire
don't
when
even
we
have
fire upon.
we don't even have like RFID tags on the Marines or anything.
You don't.
No.
So
They
That feels
are
like an engineering oversight.
they are a thing. They
Yeah.
were not in the kit.
Oh, okay.
if I set it to fire what we fire upon,
Yeah.
and I set it to 365,
It's not gonna.
as long as we don't shoot each other. I said 365.
24/7, 365. It's got his
That
own
means
ways
it's all the way around and a little.
Don't
jitter.
let Brutus
It's
plan
all
the
a jitter.
engagement.
I'm
Let him
not
do it.
trying not to. I'm trying to offer some advice here.
Oh, yeah, he's just
Here's the problem with
unlocking
that,
the
Mike.
box.
And
You're setting
until
it
it
up.
has
Yes.
another target, you're basically going to be the only thing it can acquire, and you're going to be staring down the barrel of this thing the entire time.
I'm
until
fine
it
with
has-
Please perform a don't.
He's fine with that. Okay.
Maybe you
No,
should-
I'm gonna set it in.
Maybe you should have given the smart
A
the
30,
smart one.
30-degree arc down the
Okay.
hallway.
You can get it down the hole. 30-degree isn't good either because you also don't want to puncture this gantry. It's a tunnel through space. So,
Yep.
Hold your breath.
but you can get it to just cover down the hallway. That's fine.
Well, 1 degree.
And then it'll only shoot.
And
things that we
regardless
shoot
of
at,
how
right?
physics actually work, in Alien Resurrection, a hole in a ship just
Cool.
sucks you right out of it,
Yeah.
even if it's this big.
Yeah.
So,
And even if you're this big and made of jello, and
those are the physics we use in this game.
yeah, that's right. Even if it has to do it slowly because you're an alien blob.
All right, we have our orders. Make it
Yeah.
happen.
All right. So you guys set up.
We have flask.